Hi everyone, I'm Marissa Sarbach. Welcome to The Buzz, Newsday's weekly series covering the hottest trends in music, movies, television, and so much more. Our next guest is the daughter of legendary musician Billy Joel and supermodel Christie Brinkley, and she is a singer-songwriter in her own right, Alexa Ray Joel. Alexa, thank you so much for joining us on The Buzz today.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
We're very excited to have you. And your new single, 7 Years, is out right now. I need to know. This was inspired by your fiancé, Ryan Gleason, but how long did it take you to write this?
Oh my gosh, it was quite a process, to be honest with you. When I first started writing it, we were right at the 7 year mark. So the title of the song is really quite literal. It sort of narrates the story and the highs and lows of 7 years and all that comes with that. Um, And yeah, it took me months because I am quite perfectionistic with my writing, and I wanted it to be just perfect. So I took about a couple weeks to write the song and get it just right. And then I took about a month in the recording studio. And then, yeah, it was a process. All the blood, sweat, and tears went into this song. So.
Had you always known you wanted to write a song for him or about him?
You know, it wasn't really pre-planned. I just sort of it came to me just natural inspiration. It's just such easy writing material. It flowed so organically because uh, it's my relationship, and and there's nothing more beautiful yet complex and multifaceted and rich of a story to narrate than love. And particularly when you've got 7 years under your belt, there's a lot to cover there. And you can see, oh, that I love that. That's the lyric video that's up on YouTube. And everything from, he's always bringing me roses from around the corner, and I would, wave to him from the window, and he'd wave to me from on the street. That's all kind of narrated. All of that visual imagery and those memories and those priceless moments are directly, in the lyrics of the song. So it was really easy, organic inspiration for me.
What was his reaction when he first heard it from you?
Oh my God. So when he first heard the song, actually, it was a cappella. I was just singing it for him when it was a very raw idea. It almost sounded more like a folk song than a pop song. And I was standing in the kitchen and I just sang it for him. And I sang the part about there's a part in the song where I talk about in the kitchen we're slow dancing. Rest my head upon his shoulder. We pretend we're still romancing, even though we're growing older. And at that point, because here we are standing in the kitchen, he just started tearing up and he said, "Oh my God," because that's our custom. We always slow dance together and, I'll hum a little tune. And so he started crying. Then, of course, I started crying. So, real sappy fest. But it is a song for hopeless or hopeful romantic. So it's very much in the spirit of that. So I honestly love. I'm pro emotion.
I
So
know.
I love when I hear that people have heard the song and start crying and get moved to tears. And what's better than that is just to move people and hope that it resonates with them. So.
And the lyrics are so sweet and so personal. I love that about it. I know in the past that you've talked about the lyrics actually come second. You write the way your dad does. So melody first, lyrics second. Is that how you did 7 Years?
Normally it is the melody first. For this one, like I said, the imagery was very very rich for me, and so it was very much about the lyrics. This song is very much documenting. It's quite transparent. There's the light and the dark aspect, and all the complexities and hope and beauty and also struggles that comes with a relationship. So this song was much more lyrically based and narrative for me. But you can hear in the song, in the melody, I hope, it's got a real nod to musical theater, which I am so influenced by. And just like I grew up with all the theater classics, and we would sing, me and my mom and dad, Les Mis and Sound of Music all together. So there is quite a bit of that musical theater nod there.
Do you get any
which is
critiques
pretty
from
fun.
within your family of such a musical family?
I do. You know, people don't realize, like, my mom is very musical as
Yeah.
well. A lot of people don't know it. She starred as Roxy Hart on Broadway, and in Chicago. So, she's very gifted as well. She also painted the album cover of River of Dreams, my father's iconic album. So it's very, very creative family, and they're very supportive. I mean, I really think that I hope I'm blessed to get a lot of those artsy genes. And they have different approaches, so it kind of balances itself out. Like my dad is very like low key and doesn't is always like, I don't want to be the show father and be annoying and be up in your face, but let me know if you need any advice, or he'll email me a good review. But he tries to stay he's like, I trust you, let you do your own thing. And my mom is very like front and center. Anything you need, she's there. She was here, helping me set up the Zoom for all my press interviews today. So I mean, they're just both absolutely the best, and really honestly such creative artists in their own right. And yeah, I mean, they were always encouraging of my artistry. It was never growing up like, we want you to be a doctor, or we want you to be, they really always knew that I loved music and the performing arts, and they were just above and beyond supportive. Growing up, I thought I was the star. They would film me, they'd have mom would dress me up as like Liesel von Trapp, and
Yeah.
and dad would be there on the piano accompanying me. I didn't know they were famous till I was like 8 years old.
Wow. And I know you are used to performing with your dad at his residency at MSG, so I can imagine you both are looking to get back there sometime soon.
Oh yeah, I miss it terribly. I think with the craziness of 2020 and this whole pandemic that we've all been reeling through and dealing with, kind of threw everybody off time wise. But yeah, it's been the last time I performed with him is 2019, and I love doing duets with him. I miss it terribly, and hopefully we're near out of the woods with the pandemic, and I just first thing I'll do, my first plan of action, I would love to sing with dad again at the garden. So
And
we'll
will
see.
you be performing 7 years at Cafe Carlisle? I know you spent some time there as well.
Oh my God. Thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, no, I would love to do my new single there. It's been a while. I miss the Cafe Carlisle too. I've done about 12 showcases there. It's my musical home away from home. And my God, I would love nothing more than to be able to sort of debut that live there as well. So.
Well, we're certainly all looking forward to that. Alexa, most people down here know you are a true Long Islander, raised in the Hamptons. I need to know, what are some of your favorite spots on the island?
Oh my gosh. Well, my first favorite spot, not to be cliche, but is home. I mean, I love being home. I grew up here. This is my childhood home. I love, just hanging out with mom, watching movies, and I have my little guest house area here. I love being just home with my cat and chilling out and writing and playing music. But I would have to say my second favorite spot. I just love Sag Harbor so much. I love that. There's nothing better than Sag, and just like you could just perch yourself and sit right on the harbor on the dock. Um, there's just nothing better. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I love Tutto Il Giorno. Beautiful Italian food right in town. My favorite kind of go to spot. And then of course I love Provisions. But there's nothing like the classic American hotel. So yeah, I love the town of Sag Harbor. I think that it hasn't lost its authenticity, and it's my hometown. I love it.
And certainly as the weather warms up as it is, I'm sure a lot more people will be heading back out to that East End too.
Yeah. No, I mean, I kind of am enjoying. I like it a little bit calmer here, and it's spring weather, but it's not too hot, and it's beautiful. It's refreshing. But all the crowds haven't come in yet, so I personally love it in springtime. But yeah, no, it's always fun. It's definitely hopping by the summertime, and hopefully, we can all stay safe and nearly out of the woods and get vaccinated and everyone can hang out. I miss going out to dinner here terribly. I've been staying on the safe side at home, but yeah, it would be great, and I'm sure I'm not the only local who feels that way. So
Yeah,
we're
there's many
nearly
of
there.
us who are ready to get out.
Yeah.
Alexa Ray Joel, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on the new single.
Thank you so much for having me. Take care.
For more on singer-songwriter Alexa Ray Joel and other Buzz guests, head on over to newsday.com/thebuzz. Alexa's new song, 7 Years, is out now on all music streaming platforms. Until next time, I'm Marissa Sarback.